So we're going to go through, the very first thing we're going to go through is communication. And one of the biggest things with communication is your energy, guys. So we're going to start with here. So communication, so you can type in energy. That's going to be a big thing for you guys. Exactly like you've seen here, the way in which someone speaks makes you either like them, makes you either hate them, makes you attracted to them. But it's just not only about the way they speak. It's the way they present themselves, and that would be things like your body language. That is things like the way in which you move through the world. A good example, I don't know if anyone's seen this, but if you ever go to a strip club, great example of this. Get out $400 and throw it. I'm kidding. Barbie's the girl. Yeah, get her for a love. There's different girls have different technique levels, and there'll be one girl that is better than the rest, and you'll notice that she's slower than every other girl there. She is seductive in the way she does things because she's really worked on her movements. Now, as a man, you can also do the same thing. The way you interact with the world, how fast you do things, how slow you do things, how well you articulate yourself, all comes back to the way you present yourself, which is you're transferring energy. The understanding of, you're understanding the words. What is that? It's not words. We've just came to an understanding that, like means like, dog means dog, cat means cat. But really what's happening is vibrations in the voice box. That is what is happening. So the next thing we can do it. So the lessons we're going to talk about, this is quite important because this one is the fundamentals. The fundamentals is very, very important because it's 95% of everything we do, right? Let's just say you could be the best communicator, you could be the best looking, you could be the best of everything, yet you can't speak over 2 decibels. Like, hi guys, hey, how you going? Right? There are going to be girls that just don't like that. What about another guy that, he has no voice? He is someone that has nervous tics. He is someone that is super shy in their body language. All of these things can make, not reputational damage, but can damage the way that you communicate effectively. We're all here to not only build out people in our social circle, build out our network. We're also here to get girls attracted. We're also here to understand communication and get the things out of the conversations that we want. This is very much a fundamental. So write in fundamental, write in something that you can remember it to, a fundamental. So whenever you come back and you're having problems with everything in your life, what is my energy doing? This is not just in your movements. This is in your beliefs. This is in your actions. This is in the way that you hold yourself. This is in your internal dialogue that you have in your head. It's all just energy. Energy, energy, energy. The way in which you get nervous when you talk to a girl. There are some people that don't have that. They don't have approach anxiety. They end up in a few different places. One of them's jail. Because they're the guys that they're like, you know what, robbing a bank would be a good idea. Yeah, all right, let me do it. No fear whatsoever, all right? There are some other guys that are not like that. They have the approach anxiety. So in one circumstance, you could say that approach anxiety is good. Let's take the guy that was also robbing the bank. He doesn't have that secondary doubt thought of like, maybe this is not a good idea. So he's the guy that says, yeah, let's go to the Northern Territory and I'm gonna ride on the back of a croc. Yeah, it's a really good idea. And here's the thing. Most of the time you have this approach anxiety and you're like, I hate this thing. I want to get better. I want to get better. I want to talk to a girl. You know what the funny thing is? Saving your life each and every day. Saving your life. And so when the brain goes, it's saving our life, it's something that is good for us. So I'll give you another example. This is really hard holding this the whole time. I'll see if it works over here. See if it does. Cool. All right, if you guys can hear me, I'll try not to. Maybe I can put it up there or something. I don't know. Maybe down there. I'll see it down here. You have to tell me. That's probably good. Perfect. All right, let's see if they can do it. So, approach anxiety. So the anxiety of it's just an energy, a molecular, basically molecules in your body that are getting you anxiety talking to a girl. Now, one of the ways that you could do that is one of the ways that it does that, and it kind of allows you to make these decisions in life. Do I go talk to her? Do I not? Oh, I want to host that party. Do I not? I want to go up and talk to that person. I know who they are. Oh, I don't want to do that. And you shy away from all these opportunities is because of two different reasons. Number one, you get in the habit of doing that. Number two, it's an idea of you not knowing how to get over just that energy that's flowing in your body. Again, we go back to the guy that doesn't have that. It also weeds people like this out. So as generations go on, people that don't have approach anxiety, they also die a lot. Because they're also the guys like, yeah, I can fly over the bridge like Neo in the Matrix, or over the buildings, you know? And so they end up doing dumb shit and they end up dying, and that's not good, right? So as time goes on, you're gonna have more and more anxiety within your body. We're here to stop that. We're here to actually get the results we want. So first of all, we have to understand its energy. How does it affect us? How do we use it to our advantage? That's the kind of the terminology. You've got to be like, how do I have something that I haven't been able to alleviate from my body? How can I use it in my advantage? This is really, really good. This is the North Star. This is your compass. A lot of people, I start with anxiety because it's a really good thing. This is your North Star with anxiety, because you get the guy that doesn't have it. He has no idea of ramifications. So he goes, robs the bank, and then he gets, 7 to 11 years, depending if he holds him up with a gun or not, maybe 15. How I know that, don't get me wrong, I watched a lot of CSI, right? I rattled that off a little too quickly. So we have that, but we have you, how we can use it to your advantage. Just take the anxiety of the things that we want to do in life. So what's some anxiety? What's some anxiety that you might get in your day-to-day life or around socializing or social skills?
Being put on the spot to explain really complicated concepts, and if I don't do it well, I just lose the entire project.
Okay, so it's a lot more, it weighs, your projects weigh on that. Let's take it to girls, let's say in girls in particular. Not knowing what to say, is that something?
Yeah, a good one is like when you have a game plan and you do it, and then you actually are successful, and then you're like just blank, and you don't know what to do next from there.
So you lose the game plan.
Yeah, like you do step 1 to 3, and then you didn't think you'd get to step 3, and now you don't know, and now you've done the rest of the night.
So you do too well, and now you're like, oh shit, I've done too well. Why won't it get hard? Fuck, I wasn't part of this plan.
You want a funny story? Like, I think one would be like, I think I spent a solid 24 hours out in the nightclub at Revolver, and the chick brings me to the bathroom, but I've like spent like $2,000-3,000 in drinks.
Yep.
As you can expect, the member doesn't want to go up.
Yep.
So there you go. So your story is actually true.
All right. That's a good story. That was a good one. I like that one. Okay, so there is some anxiety. Give me some things about anxiety that you might have within social skills.
For me, recently, it's anxiety, but not in a way of approaching people because I'm scared. But I'm thinking like, why do you need to do it? She's not even good looking, or she's a little bit trashy.
Yep.
And all of this internal dialogue is
So it might not be anxiety, but it's self-rationalizing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the harder they are makes me anxiety. I do ones that don't get anxiety.
Okay. So okay, give us an example of where that benchmark is. Is it the tight cocktail dress with the shapy hips, or?
Just like blonde with big tits.
Blonde with big tits. I love it. Remind me of your name again. Your example.
I'd say getting a contact and thinking that there's good connection between you and a girl, and not knowing where things are going to go after that. Dealing with her, difficult communication, and then your emotions behind her.
That's good. What about you?
Intention.
Oh, your intention with the girl. Okay.
Yeah, that changes everything.
So it's nice to be nice and platonic with her, but as soon as
that's it.
It changes them. Okay. What about you?
The girls that I really like they're just my type. I get anxiety.
Oh, that's a bad one because you like them and they're your type.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for me, it's cold approach. When I see someone so is my type. And then I think that when it's the intention behind it, like weighs so much.
Yep.
It's just like very, very exciting. And in the end, like I keep thinking what I should do, how I'm gonna approach.
Yep.
And in the end, I just don't.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Now we're going to learn how to use all of those things for your advantage and actually get the things that you want. Fantastic. This is the cool thing. Okay. So welcome to the beginning of your new life. That's a bit full on, isn't it? It's like, this is the day. Fuck it. This is it. I'll start busting out some Eminem quotes. Okay, cool. Can you check if I think they said something about they can't hear it. I'll put it over there. People say that 90% of your results come from the fundamentals. We talked about that. Everything is energy. All right. So this is a quote by Albert Einstein. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Yeah. Try not to fall asleep during my chemistry lecture right now. So I'll make it kind of interesting for you. The particle physics of you. So imagine this is you. This is kind of you on a very molecular level. You're made up of, nitrogen, carbon, oxygen in a quirky little squiggly hydrogen. Also, what's interesting is I'll go back. Just remember, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, oxygen. What are the elements of the universe made up of? Oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen. The exact same things. So you literally are everything right now. The chair you are, it's made up of the exact same things because it all comes from the universe. Now, there's some other key elements, but don't worry about them. But you are literally everything that you interact with. Now, that's a really, really big point. You are made up of the exact same thing. So when we get a little bit airy-fairy and you hear about the law of attraction, you might hear of all that concept. We're trying to break it down so you actually understand what to do, not so much the concepts to think about. Like what the fuck do you do, right? So this will come back to when you have that anxiety going, oh shit, like I'm having this, like where is this coming from? Why am I fucking dealing with this? I don't want to be dealing with this. I like the girl. Why can't I just act normally as if I would with a normal girl? Why does it have to be like that? It all comes down to these concepts, right? So the four most common chemical active elements in the universe are the same four common elements in life on Earth. We are simply not in the universe. The universe is in us. That's full on. Anyways, you get the kind of point. So here's 4 different pictures. You got a tiger, palm tree, me with a beautiful girl. You got a lemon salad, and you got the Harbour Bridge. The funny thing is, yeah, exactly every single element, if you go down on a microscopic level, is the exact same thing. Doesn't change. Okay, so same thing. Water molecules, water, liquid, ice comes down the exact same thing. Here's where it gets a little bit creepy. Your dream car, right? You thought of a dream car. You thought, like, oh, what's a dream car? Everyone call one out. What's a dream car of everyone's? Lambo? Dodge Viper. Straddle? I don't know.
The newest SF90.
Oh, cool. I thought you said saddle. I was like, fuck yeah. Going back to the coursing car. I'm like, that's the best one of us all. So, the thought of the car and the actual car in itself in your possession are both the same particles. So this is where the understanding of the law of attraction lies, where I really get a lot of the guys in social life mentoring, you guys gone through with it, a lot of visualization, because it's very similar things. Now, the reason why it is, right? You've heard these books, Ask It Is Given, Jerry and Esther Hicks, Think and Grow Rich. Who's read those books?
Yeah.
You read them? Good books, good, like really, really good understanding. And you kind of get an idea of what to do, but practical levels, how can we incorporate it into our everyday life? That's the problem that I think. You're like, sweet, I got this, time to bring me my money. And then you wait, where the hell's my money? And thoughts take time to manifest particles in your life from thoughts to reality. Otherwise, this shit might pop in your head in your living room. So it's the idea that it takes time. You're not going to get things straight away. Never, it doesn't happen in life like that. Otherwise, you'll get an elephant in your living room. It's like me saying, don't think of a pink elephant. What type of pink elephant are you thinking of? It's like, you're thinking of one. It just happens, right? So it's kind of good that there is a time delay on a lot of thoughts. So within life, you've got to understand that there is time delay. This is in your best advantage. Time delay in a lot of the things you're doing. So what are the other steps that we can go along? Don't know why this is a little bit obscured, but you get the idea. Think correct thoughts. Number one thing you can do. A correct thought is a thought about the reality you want without the doubt or fear being present. Now, everyone's going to be a victim of this. Who here, even in this last week, have had some doubt thoughts, some thoughts that haven't aligned with them, some thoughts that are doing that? You probably hear it in the book. Now, we can change this completely in a very, very true step. I'm not saying that you don't ever think of a bad thought, because that'd be a fucking hypochondriac and someone that would just not align with, you know, the words. What I'm saying is that you can reframe things. That's how you catch yourself. So it's the idea of one of the habits you can do is, if you are catching yourself, pretty girl, oh my God, oh fuck, like, you know, this, she could be my dream girl, oh my God, or I got a big presentation, I got to fucking do this. You're thinking the wrong thought. You have to think the correct thought, and that is through a reframing. So to get rid of the doubt and fear, that's not going away. The only thing that you can do to get yourself back into a correct mind frame energetically is, how do I reframe this, right? So yeah, I may blow the project. I may fuck up. I may completely destroy it. But, you know, there are things in life that I don't have control over. How do I know that if I say the wrong things, it's going to completely destroy that? How do I know that? Maybe they've had the best day of their life. Maybe their wife gave them the best blowjob of their life that morning, and they're just happy. You could say half the things, and they'll be like, yeah, heck yeah. You know, maybe that dream girl thing is just waiting for you, right? She's just sick of all the other guys, and she's just waiting, and you're fucking it up. Not her, she's not fucking, you're just fucking it up, just by the thoughts, just by the actions. And you've got to come down to her like, all right, well, I keep fucking it up. Why? Because, you know, I race ahead too much. Okay, I race ahead. As soon as she likes me, I'm thinking, what's the color of my tie at our wedding, right? How am I going to pump her to get her pregnant with a boy, right? That's the thoughts you're thinking, right? Way too far down the track. So the way the think correct thoughts is you think a correct thought by reframing it. So I think I don't know what this is, but you can say take action towards desired outcome, the outcome that is in alignment with you and the new reality of you. So taking action. This is okay. What's a goal? What's a goal that you have? Social goal.
Social goal. Today, I just want to build like my own social growth, like, that I can be part of, like not just skipping like between places and never landing.
Okay. Do you want to be the leader of it, or do you want to the leader? Okay. So the terminology you said be part of.
Okay. Yeah.
So be part of is someone else's group. So even the language that we got to do that. I'm going to help you with this one. Okay, we all want to be a leader of our own group. This is the one we're going to start with. Be able to network with the right type of people. Okay, so the correct thoughts is that we have to be specific. So the specific thought, even with the language that you said, be part of versus lead. I want to be the leader of the group. So the first thought is like, all right, well, I may not know how to lead, but the best way that I can do it, because the thought has to be corrected through the reframe, is I can give it a go the first time. I may suck it. I may be terrible at it. The second thing, to take action towards the desired group. So there is a goal that we have. Goals don't get achieved until there's action in there. So the number one action, again, you're here, fantastic. This is the breakdown. So this is very, very good. What are some of the actions that you think, and this is for everyone, that Tiago can take to get more in alignment with his idea of running and being a leader of a circle?
Invite people to events or something?
Yep. So invite people. Okay, and what was that, Tom?
Meeting more people in general.
Yep, meeting more people in general. What are some even more basic ones? The basic actions that you can do each and every day.
Get out of the house.
Get out of the house.
Exercise.
Yep.
Build your physical frame.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's cool. So now we have 2 habits that we can do right now. Let's just say, let's make a goal. I want to talk to people every single day. I want to text buddies, I want to call people, I want to do these. So these are the habits that we're building. Now what happens is that it's almost like God rewards people that are taking action towards their goals. Because lo and behold, without you even knowing, you've got your own circle really quickly, just because you're doing the correct habits. So the whole in socializing, I want you to write this down. Social skills, social dynamics, networking, attraction, all comes down to having the right social habits. That's it. That's it. Eliminating the bad social habits and having the right social habits. Now, it goes back to my old point. The right social habits, we ain't taught it in school. So how the hell are we ever expect to have the right? We're not. So just the fact that you guys are willing to do this and go and learn and change your social habits, you're already ahead of the pack. Some people are completely born natural, but what happens when they get to 45, 50? They've never developed it. They've never developed it. And so as you get later on in life, the people that have actually started to improve their communication are the ones that win, and the people that don't. Because the people that don't have always relied on their looks, their money, their swagger, what makes them them. It's kind of like when the rich tall guy is getting all the girls, and then he gets to 40, he's got a bit of the big belly, and then he's downhill. And he's like, what happened? What happened? What the fuck, man? This fucking sucks. All these girls are bitches, man. Then they turn into red pill whatnots. Because they've never had to do it. So, take me, for instance, the guy that has to compete with the 6'2" jacked guy. It's like, well, I just have to do something. So that gets me better and better and better, being able to compete with these guys. And so when you're getting older and older and older, you have the skills. You weren't relying on those looks. You were relying on your personality, relying on different things. Cool. So discard the current reality and feelings as if you've already had the outcome. So a good example is, Tiago, give us an idea. Run us through in detail what it would feel like to you to be the leader of the group. Describe us the pressures. Describe sort of problems that you might face, because we're very good at getting problems in our brain. What would be the problems of being the leader of your social circle?
Maybe organizing cool events. So there'll be like things that you have to worry about and go wrong.
Organizational skills? Yeah, what else?
Skills,
Okay.
maintaining a good vibe.
Okay, maintaining a good vibe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else?
Event.
Give me 5 more. You see that? That's the thing. That's the thing. So that reaction is exactly the reaction I wanted, where it was like, oh, fuck. Okay, we go down to even fundamental. Your phone battery is always low because you're using it so much. You're hitting up by 50 people a day wanting things from you. You just get overwhelmed. There's organizational skills and things going wrong constantly. You got people even like today, the boys are dealing with, a girl was coming and then she's a burst appendix and boom, done. It's like, oh shit, we're gonna retrain this message. So the best way to get into a new current reality, not only understanding the problems, but understanding it completely, everything about it, right? Every single thing about it. That's the best way. So I'll give an example. Hot girls, okay? So what would be, here's the thing, what would be the problems that you would face having a hot girl in your life constantly?
Every other guy hitting on her.
Okay, yeah, cool. So without the what would be some like really finite things, like really small details about that you would know? You think getting a girl, what that would feel like, what that would be like, what were some of the problems?
Just doing your head in every day.
Okay, doing your head in, yeah. One of the things was like pretty girls usually take about 2 hours to get ready, so you're always late. Always late. You don't even want to be late. You're ready. You're like, oh man, fucking hurry the fuck up, very pretty girls are highly emotional, right? So
Why is that? What's the reason for that?
highly feminine. They're very much in their feminine essence, and through there you will get tears, because they wear their heart on their sleeve. Now there are some girls that aren't like that, but I would feel that if I notice a girl that isn't crying per se, no crying at all. I had an ex that didn't cry. She was very masculine. Yeah, and that was a problem, right? What are some like always complaining about wearing heels, even though she loves wearing heels? Obviously. So the finite, if we can really get into the reality, we can understand it better. If we can get into the reality, we can understand it. The money, is it the money?
Yeah.
Money, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, it costs a little bit. I broke my Kylie Cosmetics brush. Go down to the fucking Sephora. All right, yeah, fuck this. Yeah, there's heaps of different things. But in your thing, when we want to have a circle, we got to know everything about it. The good things, the bad things, we need to just know everything about it. So here's the idea. It's like, okay, I've got this anxiety here's a really good thing. I got the anxiety of talking to a pretty girl. I questioned you a little bit, Mitch, which was like, at what point does the anxiety happen from like a 7, but when she's a 7.5? And what is it about her? Is it her face that's pretty? Is it her hips?
Yeah,
if she has a butter face, are you still like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just when the voice said, when it's just your type, and you just know, I like this one, and you screw it up.
Ah, just your type, same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what is the thought? What's the first thought that happens in your brain when you know she's the one?
Fuck, she's hot.
Fuck, she's hot. Okay, yeah.
Fuck this up.
I'm gonna fuck this up already. So thinking the correct thought there, absolutely. Okay, give me a second. Turn that off. Alrighty. Thinking a correct thought. Okay. What's another one? At what point do you know you fucked it up?
Just going in there nervously, not talking properly, and yeah,
Okay.
drink more cup.
Yeah.
Just not having the right energy before approaching it.
Okay.
You know?
Right, those things. That's good. That's good. Now, even we understanding. So I would go down to a very, very finite level, which would be things like, okay, what's the first thought that I have, which was like, oh fuck, she's hot, and then what would that thought lead to? And what?
You care too much, and then if you care too much, then it's, yeah.
Okay, when I'm with a 4, what's the first thought I have? What's the second thought I have? What's the third thought I have? Why are they different? How are they different?
The thoughts are more about you, unless about the other person.
Fuck around with this girl? Ah, yeah, who cares a fuck, right? Yeah, look at that, oh, yeah. Oh my God, I'm so fucking nervous, I can't fucking do it. Exactly. A lot about you. So it becomes a little bit more selfish, right? So the thing that you can do, if you want a different reality, you want a different way of life, you want a different idea, you got to know what that is. And this is big, like no one knows what it is. So what's the reality that you want?
In what way? Like,
What's the reality that you if that's the anxiety, what's the reality you want?
reality would be to find out more about her. If she's your type, then
Okay, but what's the reality? You don't want to be nervous anymore talking to a girl that's your type.
sort of like you want to be more calm,
Uh-huh.
more confident, more sure of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Let the conversation flow a bit better.
Okay.
Where like there's no resistance in yourself, where it's congruent and like you're flowing.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. What if I was to say that will never happen in your entire life ever? Because even the best looking guy in the world will get anxiety at some point talking to girls. How does that feel?
You just got to deal with it then.
So yeah, we've got to deal with it. Okay, and so what would, if our idea is you don't want to have the anxiety anymore, you want to be able to talk to girls that you're attracted to with being that free flow state, is that correct? Is that kind of like the reality a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and so how would that person act? That Jacob character, how would he act?
Like James Bond.
James Bond, yeah.
So you think a bit less about what's going on here and more what's going on.
Okay, less thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
More
and
present.
more present. Okay, more present. How?
Not thinking so much about, oh, I'm anxious. It's more like, it's more listening to the person and
So more relaxed.
more relaxed. Yeah.
More relaxed. What would be your guy?
Yeah, just more cool. Just be yourself.
More being yourself. And who is that self? Is that he's funny, he's witty, he's joking around?
Yeah, it's like when we're with your mates or whatever.
So pretty much the exact guy that talks to the 4, if he could do that to the 8, 9, or 10. So that's cool. At least you've got an idea of where you want to be, right? Because if you don't, you want a different reality, but you don't know anything about that reality. That's the problem. Guys, I want a social circle. I want a network. I want to know all these people. I want to have girls attracted to you. Okay, what does that look like? I don't know. Like, they're just calm and just like, they're just cool and just like, I want details. So for me, I thought, I'm a guy that can't get any girls. I suck. I fucking can't talk to people. I don't know anyone. I have trouble talking to them. Okay, what is the first jump? What would be the first thing that I'd be happy with? Because I knew even when I'm here, you know what the funny thing is, Mitch? There's always another problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So even when you could, you can talk to a 7.5 like you do the 4. The other problem is, yeah, but she's not a 9.
Yeah.
She's not that girl. She's not that fucking stunning girl. You could be yourself, but even when you're that, as soon as you get a girl that you think is, you know, it's your type, well, you will actually not think she's your type. You'll think another girl that's hotter is your type.
Yeah.
And so you just keep pushing the barrier. Right? There's no.
You make money, then the more it's like, oh, I need this much now.
I need more. I need more. I need more. So it's this idea that maybe this is a habit that you're having in your life that either is good for you because it pushes you to learn more and it's actually a benefit to you, or it's an idea that it's a habit that you form that just keeps you suppressed. So the best thing that you can do is learn more about the reality that you want and less about your reality that you have. Harder said than done, right? Because you're living in the reality, you see it each and every day, right? But the idea that something like this is well in my vision, well before it ever happened. And the funny thing is, when I'm here now, what do you think the next thought is? Yeah, but what if we fucking do it over there? What if that one would be fucking sick over there? You know, there will always be something, right? It's the continuation, right? So sometimes when we see something as a problem, it locks us into the problem, where it's like, okay, but she, you know, I want to be able to act like that. And so sometimes what we have to do is come from a different paradigm and push our problems further. So and then you go, what is stopping me from doing that? Why can't I do that? Well, how many 8s have I approached in the last month? Okay, well, there's this girl. Okay, how did they go? Well, it sucked because I just was blobbing mess. It's like, right? I was like, oh, it just wasn't working. I couldn't think. Okay, why couldn't I think? Well, when I was under pressure, I couldn't think of the words to say. I kept trying to think of something. Okay, cool. Now I know what I have to improve on. I have to improve on when I'm under pressure, I have to learn to relax so it lets go of the fears of saying the wrong thing. Now we've got the specific thing that is the problem to why you can't communicate with the 8, and you can with the 4, because the 4 you don't care. So then you're like, okay, well, this is the problem because there's pressure. There's also the idea that I'm intimidated. I think she's higher value than me. And on a real fundamental level, even though you think, anytime a guy has this fear, this sinking stomach in their chest, this idea that they can't communicate effectively with a girl that's like hot, what's happened is that you've deemed her higher status than you. The only reason you have status anxiety, because she's higher value, and you know if you got her, your status would increase. That's the problem. That's what anxiety really is. And so because the girl that's just under you, like just in that real sweet spot where you're chill, you're 5, she's a good looking girl, that's the girl that you're like, you know, you're easy to talk to. You know, she's good, she's attractive, but she's not Jenny that's over there. Fuck, Jenny's so much hotter. But you're able to be exactly yourself. And here's the funny thing, even if you got with that girl, so I'm going to teach you how we can raise it, so don't worry. Even if you got that girl, you know what the weird thing is? That idea of her being higher value than you would still be there, and so you would still be placating to her, changing who you are, which is not the type of relationship you want. You want to be able to be 100% yourself. Okay? Problems increase, those kind of things happen. Let's continue. Okay, cool. Our vibrational frequency and our emotional scale. So the next thing that we want to go into is the emotional scale. So this one, anxiety is an emotion. What's some other emotions? Give me some emotions.
Like being angry.
Angry, yeah. Fear. Uh-huh. Yours?
Say again, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Your emotions. Give me some emotions.
Like right now? Bit of anxiety, I guess.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Happiness.
Happiness. What else?
Those were the main ones.
Yep. Okay.
Excitement.
Excitement.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Still a virgin.
Indecision, I guess.
Indecision.
Yeah, like unfocused.
One's organised this evening.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Indecision. I like that. Indecision. Cool. So they're all emotions. We all feel emotions. I'm shit myself. No, I'm kidding. It's just a vibrational frequency. So we're frequent. Like, okay, I'll give an example. Up your hop.
Oh, that's good.
Right. Well done. Well done. Give me a round of applause, everyone. Shit yourself. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change your anxiety right now.
All right, let's do it.
5-star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, well done.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, completely different, right? But also, as I talk to you right now, it can be nerve-wracking at the start, but you just did something silly, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now you're not.
Yeah, it's like you're confronting it. You know what I mean? You're just going all in.
Yeah, you look so stupid just then. You did everything perfectly.
I'm fine.
See? It's good. You can sit down. Well done, brother. Well done. So you can change your emotional state very, very quickly. Now, there are a couple of different things. The reason why we do that, if you make yourself look dumb or silly, gets rid of it. You get rid of this image or this facade at the front of a building, this kind of mask you put on. You do something dumb, you're out here, oh yeah, look, oh, it's not that scary.
Like if someone told me that and you just like recall that.
Yeah?
That lesson, which is good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's really, really, yes. So sometimes, you're in the club, you're doing something, you can do some silly stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't have this whole idea that you got to be Mr. Perfect. You can do some dumb shit. I mean, again, like fucking Zac Efron, the most handsome man in the world, also did High School Musical. Changed his face. I don't know about High School Musical. It's not the best. But anyways, you the way to change your state is, number one, with movement is going to be a good one. So if you're nervous when you're talking to that girl, chances are it looks like this. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, there she is. Oh, Tom, there she is, man, fuck. Oh. All right. What do I do? What do I do, bro? What do I do? Do it.
3.
No, I can't. Right? Indecision, timing. So there's a few things we can change for it, right? This is with anything, right? This is just when you're confronting a girl. Everyone's had confronting issues like that, but it can be on completely different things. Simon, your thing. Oh, fuck, I hope I don't blow this. Fuck. And you're just like, it's just building, Oh, I hope enough people here. And I hope people come to my event. I hope I get that girl. Like, I hope that, fuck, right? It's ruminating into you. So there's a couple of things you can do. Number one, make yourself look like a fool, completely gets rid of it. Number two, movement, any sort of movement, right? So star jumps, and the reason why we got you that, it's called bioenergetics. You can pretty much get rid of the emotions through your energy. So moving around is going to be really good. So let's just say I had that pretty girl. I'm like, oh my God, she's fucking so hot. Ready? All right, ready? All right, boom. Then we're back into it. I would do better doing that than anything else. I'm just trying to pump my state real quick. The next thing with the guys that had the beautiful girls that had the issue, the more you think about it, the worse you'll get. The more you throw yourself in, the better you'll get. So the only way to turn off your thinking mind or any sort of fear, anxiety, sadness from Tom is by movement, action, but as well as taking so much action, it overwhelms the thinking mind. It takes so much action. So you see that pretty girl, oh my God, she's exactly my type. Fuck, gotta go, right? That's what happens. Because, you were all fucking, young kids, before, when you were 17, 16, 15, 18, you used to be like, oh, there's a pretty girl, oh, I don't want to go talk to her. And your penis is going, I'll fucking talk to her. Right? It was fucking hard as a rock, right? So it knows what it's doing. It's telling you, go up there and go fucking talk to her, right? But, we have so many layers as we get older, it becomes harder and harder and harder. But be that as it may, we're all here to change it. So as you know, one of the biggest things is that we change the emotional scale. We can go here. So you are fearing, right now, fear, anxiety, grief, all these kind of things. This is the scale of consciousness, or, basically scale of energy. Frederick E. Dodson is the book, The Levels of Energy. If you've read that book, it's a really good book. It kind of understands that when we're talking about all the atoms, just understand, imagine if they were vibrating. This is a great analogy. And they're vibrating really slowly, like apathy. A guy that's apathetic, I wouldn't say would be moving fast through life. Just be I don't want to get out of bed. Apathy is also, the first sign of apathy is when you don't want to get out of bed at all. And some guys stay there till 6, 7 o'clock. Guilty shame. Just think about it as like you feel bad. You guys know feel bad. And hypothetically, you kind of understand that your body is not working. In order to get up here, this is where movement is really, really good. If you can move, you're going to be able to shift the energy. Now, you can shift it physically, you can also shift it mentally. So one way that I can get you guys to do, if you have some bad thoughts, some bad ideas, this is the idea that the fundamentals are really, really important when you're dealing with social skills, because all of this shit is up here. You fuck yourself up. It's the only reason why you do shit is you fuck yourself up. So we have to change that. Is an idea of like, you can talk your way up the consciousness scale when you have a bad thought. Oh, fuck, man. You know, I did a Tom here. I was like, imagine if like no one comes. That's gonna be great. I was like, imagine if no one comes.
Is it,
Imagine if no one comes. Oh well, we'll have some fun. We'll just film it, we'll fuck around. Acceptance, boom. I've already shifted where I was. Fear, straight up there. A great way you can talk yourself up, I'll get to your question in a second later. A great way that you can do it is, I'll give you an example. And so this is something you can do. If you ever feel bad, you ever feel nervous, you ever feel anxiety, talk yourself up. Be like, okay, let's see if we can rise it up. You're like, look, I'm scared that it's not gonna work. I'm scared that this girl's gonna find out my true personality. I'm scared it's not gonna work, right? Let's go to desire. But, however, I would like to have a relationship with this girl. That would be really, really cool, right? You know, if I was able to go up to her, even if she didn't, like me or not, I'd be proud of myself that I at least gave it a shot, right? I'd have the courage to do it. And then heck, at the end of the day, I'd actually be, somewhat proud of myself, and I would actually enjoy that I'm able to go and do these things. Like you could say I love myself. I'm actually liking who I am as a person, that I can take actions. We're very, very high up at the consciousness scale. And so that idea is like, look, I'm super anxiety, but look, I would like myself more if I did this, and I now know I should be doing this. So physically, we move around, we get their energy flowing. Mentally, we try to scale the vibrational consciousness scale. David.
Yeah, you just kind of demonstrated perfectly, because I read this book, I loved it.
Yeah.
And one of the things it talks about is like the progression needs to be next step. So from, if you've got an apathetic friend and you try and motivate them with like, I don't know, any form, anything too high up, it doesn't work. You really need to get them through grief and into fear for them to move up. And it's kind of
fantastic.
The same with fear, right? Like you can't just jump straight to peace.
Love,
the joy of the world. Like
just be happy, man.
You have to move through like desire. You have to move through maybe anger. It's like, if I don't approach her as some other guy will, it's gonna fucking piss me off. Or you gotta move through the levels, right?
100%. It's better than being down here, because once, say, if you have a girl, you're gonna feel these kind of things: shame, guilt, apathy. Oh man, this never gonna work. You ever felt like that? You've seen a girl walk past, or you didn't try that event. Oh man, or you didn't go to that event, or you didn't do the thing that you wanted. Oh man, that's fucking sucks. So exactly, you go backwards always. So you're always scaling up and down this idea. So it's not as if like, yesterday I was at anger, today I'm at, joy, peace, enlightenment, fucking fantastic. But yeah, that's exactly correct. If someone, I'm scared to do something, I just love life. They're like, yeah, bruh, nah. Or, if anyone, you've probably heard someone that's grieving, you're not going to be talking about, I just bought this like sports car, man. It's fucking sick. I know that I know that grandma died yesterday, but fuck yeah, like come join us. So that's this idea. Cool. Emotions are contagious, by the way, too. So this one's really, really good. This is with every single person that you interact with. When you're going up to the girl, and what emotion you're having.
Never saw. Yeah.
What do you think she's getting then?
Same as what I feel, yeah.
Contagious. It's as if it's like the pandemic. Emotions are contagious, right? So why do we think they're contagious? Before the invention of language, humans had to be able to communicate to one another. They did this through picking up the moods of other people. That was number one. They also did that through, vocal yells. And, if you ever hear back in the day, the way they communicated, it was a bit more primal, let's just say. So this one, I'm going to give you an idea. Let's see if we can get this one. This is going to be quite a hoot for you guys to... Let's have a look. You guys have watched this? You get the picture. You get the picture. So pretty bad, but also all of you were smiling in that whole thing, by the way. So very much, even I'm tearing up. That's kind of funny as hell. So even you, just hearing someone, that's a great explanation. That like emotions are contagious. Even me trying to collect myself just then, it's a bit hard. What are the other things that happen in our body that are all energetic? Heart rate is energetic. Breathing, vascular system, nervous system, all energetic. One of the things, your nervous system is the responsible one for trying to keep you safe, and it also is the one for approach anxiety. There you go. That's funny. A little tidbit. Even our thoughts are energetic. How do we harness this and use it for our benefit? So let's switch colors. That's better. Almost like we are coming from dark to light. Man, I must have been fucked up when I wrote this. Okay. What are people using as affirmations in their daily life when it never really impacts them together? Who's here? Affirmations? Affirmations, yeah, absolutely. So, affirmation works like, 50 times they're going to say this thing until they have like 200 negative thoughts during the day. It's not going to really work. And we do know that, thought itself is nothing without action. You want that social circle, you want that girl, you can think all she wants until you take action, right? Until you take action. But I use mantras. These are really, really cool mantras. A statement or a slogan repeated frequently is the meaning of the mantra in this context. Mantras are a tool to concentrate your mind when meditating, but freeing your mind when you are doing your day-to-day activities. Okay, cool. That did not work. So this one is really, really good. This is probably one I say a lot that you guys don't know. The most unexpectedly good things keep happening to me. I will be brushing my teeth. I'll hear it. I'll anchor it to different things. So when I have my lunch, the most unexpectedly good things keep happening to me. Before I go out, I'm like, you never know, tonight's the night, the most unexpectedly good things keep happening to me. Boom, and I'll go out and I'll say it so often that people would say it's an affirmation, but I anchor it to the things that I'm doing. So the things that are improving my life. So let's just say I go out, I'm getting out of the house, cool, that's a time to say it. I'm going to the gym, good time to say it. I keep doing the things, and so I'm basically training myself that if good things happen to me more and more in my life, I will a lot of the time refer to this. The next thing that I've definitely incorporated, and this may rub, whether your feelings or not at it, I started talking to a higher power, God, whatever. I say for me, for God. And it's the idea that I started to talk to God. I would just talk out loud, just talk, how things are going, talk about my life when things were going good. 95% of people talk to a higher power when things are terrible. I started to do it when I was going good. When I would do that, more and more good things have actually been happening to me. And it's this idea that it's just like almost this idea that I can allow another person to help me in my life. So it's a good thing that you can be doing. I definitely recommend it going forward. I might say this to myself 15 times a day, never have to force it. I just anchor it to something else. Cool. All right. So this is what we're going back into. So now we're going into emotions. So back in the thing, first of all, you have to anchor yourself into a positive light. So that's going to be more in terms of your mindset, getting that point, reframing it. Now we're going to do it. So have we ever met someone that beams positivity? You got Tony Robbins there. Jay-Z in that photo does. Charlie Rocket, he was another guy that beamed positivity. High vibration energy versus low vibration energy. This is what comes into your communication. Let's say you take someone and they come up and they're like, oh, hi guys, yeah, like, you know. Like, remember when I got you on the call? You know, to beam yourself up. Hi guys, yeah. So like, this is the thing. Yeah. All right, cool. It's an example of low vibrational energy. They are not sharing themselves with it. If you want to go down to a fundamental level, even talking loud, clearly, having eye contact is basic human necessity when you're talking to people. That is an idea of high vibration into today's society because no one does it. So you just doing those three things, talking loud, talking clear, and eye contact, you're already ahead of the curve. There's like three things you should be doing each and every day. How can you be doing that? Number one, you can be practicing your eye contact in the bathroom, looking yourself in the mirror, really, really good habit to have. And so now you're seeing, when I said before, it's just getting your social habits on point. That's it, your social habits. That's all it is. So the idea of me brushing my teeth and looking in my eyes isn't that hard. It's not a hard thing for me to do. An understanding of speaking clearly. Okay, if I don't speak most days of the week, that's probably a bad sign and I need to go out and be social. If I am saying ums, ahs, buts, you know what I mean, yeah, stuff like that, that's ineffective communication. Should be looked at. There's things you can do for that we'll discuss later. Your mindset is multifaceted. You probably have heard of these terms before. Alpha, beta, who's heard of these terms before? Fantastic, awesome. You've heard of the terms that don't actually mean the terms they mean. So alpha and beta. This is what most people think it is, alpha and beta. Will Smith is an alpha. Alpha in social studies, it studies of social animals. The highest ranking individual in the dominance hierarchy is sometimes designated as the alpha. The beta term, the term has been used predominantly for a self-identifier among members of the manosphere communities, particularly in incels who do not believe they are assertive or traditional. Now, this could be another example. You see your hunter eyes versus your predator. You see your prey eyes over here. They're a prey. You see your hunter eyes. Bit of a difference. Can you not see that there's a bit of a difference between those two? Absolutely. One motherfucker, you can see like every emotion in these guys. Like you can see for the guys over there, you can kind of see. These are confidence. It's beaming confidence, where this is beaming like I'm about to get killed by an axe. So it's just a good thing to understand. Think of these two words as these things instead. So alpha and beta. So here's a great understanding. The apathetic guy that I talked about before is the guy that is really, really slow. Is really just nothing of that. You can see the difference between the beta human brainwaves and the alpha human brainwaves. So without taking these into consideration, betas and the idea of beta human brainwaves is the idea of overthinking. What if everything goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? What if she doesn't like me? What if you are just firing? If you ever did a study, I'd love to see a study of a guy that goes up to a girl and is like, oh God, is she not gonna like me? Oh my God, it's gonna, just seeing the brain just light up. It would be fantastic to be able to do it. And then compared to the alpha brainwaves, that is a lot more smoother, a lot more, not sharp like the beta brainwaves. So think about the way you live in your life. You think, oh, you've probably got some guy. Let's have a look. Jacob, do you have some guy that's like a complete natural? He's just good at everything. He's good with women. He's good with work. Do you know an individual like that? Or you've been in your life, you've thought of someone? It might have been your uncle. It might have been someone.
Yeah, I've had a few blokes like that in the past.
Okay, cool. What were they doing in particular?
Like job-wise
or just anything. Just like where'd you meet him? And
in the Air Force, I met him. He's like this big, like 6'2", blonde dude.
Yeah.
Just like husky voice, talks to everyone, real social dude.
Just he's a stud through life.
Yeah.
There's gonna be studs like that. You're gonna meet those guys. They operate through this brainwave a lot more. Just really relaxed, really nothing phases them, nothing bothers them. So that's one of the things that you can all do, which is, all right, whenever I'm in this, whenever I'm frenetic and frantic and all over the place and just like, you can understand that your brain's operating not at the place it should be. And so one of the things that you can do is more what they say. It's like relaxation. So there's the apathetic guy that is super relaxed. Or he's not relaxed. He's just like doesn't want to do anything. It's like the bell curve. Then the other guy that is up the top, which is the beta guys that are all like, oh my God, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do this. Oh my God, what if they think of this? What do they think of that? They're the guys that are just ruminating through their head. Then it goes back down to the alpha guys that are also relaxed and chilled, that do everything slow, but they're on the opposite spectrum of the apathy guy. So I want you to think, okay, well, what's a time, Tiago, that you feel like you've been there before? Overthinking, just like, oh my God. Okay, about to approach a girl. Yeah. Okay. About to approach a girl. These two are just like fucking, everything wires down. Oh, is that guy her brother? That's over there, like she's over there, but is that her brother? I could see that she's walking in the exact same direction that, he could intersect. I know he's over the road, like those kind of things, right? Like that. So another way is that the alpha guy or the theta guy, whatever it is the guy that's just like, oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah, go up. Excuse me. Hi. Boom. So he's much more relaxed, and you're going to find that that's going to work in your favor. It's not that he's like slow or sluggish, but the way his brain is operating is much more, he's not thinking of the consequences. He's not thinking ahead. He's just really being in the moment. When you get in this theta, you see this word meditation. This is why meditation is really, really good for you, to be able to slow this mindset. So one of the practices that you can be doing is not trying to slow your brain, but watching your brain when it might be in a state of this thing. So when you're hyper, when you're anxiety filled, is a really good time to do some meditation. And I want you to not meditate with like, oh, this is how I'm going to get to the alpha theta brainwaves. I just want to watch how your thoughts and how much that second person in your mind, because the second person is the guy that fucks you up. The second person is the guy that goes, you got your first brain. I think about the two brains. The first brain, which is you guys. That's you who you are. You as a person, which is like, oh, there's a pretty girl. I should go talk to her. Then you got brain number two that comes in and goes, yeah, but it's like the idea of like, yeah, but like, we've really got stuff. Like, we've really got that project due tomorrow. Like, I shouldn't, I've got excuses. She looks really mean. No, absolutely not. What's a couple other ones? It's just like, yeah, she's talking to a friend. It's her friend. Her friend might not like me. I'm not going to give her enough.
I'll do it next time.
I'll do it next time. No, not this girl. Next time. Oh, she's got headphones in. Like, no, I can't do headphones. That's the one thing that I can't do. Look, if she didn't have headphones in, I would do it. You're just, if you're ever in that state and you can get, so brain one is really good at going, oh, there's the girl. Fuck yeah, that's the one. Brain two is like, whoa. So I think of brain two as like the 5-year-old kid. 5-year-old kid that's super scared of everything. Oh my God. And so if you ever seen like a scared person, you'll see that they're most of these, like you'll see they're super alert, but they're alert in the wrong way. They're alert in like danger. There's always danger, and they're heightening up their stress cortisol levels and all these things. So if you can learn how to sit in this wave, and the one way you can do it is a lot more of meditation, visualization. You can also decrease your stress levels. So go into things like sauna, go into things that like the gym. You'll find that you go after the gym, you'll be in a much more like chilled out alpha masculine state. Number two, reason why also in SLM in week 2 in social life mentoring, we do the testosterone check. This has a lot to do with it. So if you have low testosterone, you're going to be a lot more like that, more scared of everything. You feel like you can't dominate the world. When you're a bit more in this brainwave, you'll correlate it towards more testosterone. Okay, the more you sit in, and here's the thing, the more you sit in each category, the more behavior traits start to become habitual, if that makes sense. So if you've been like that for years and years and years, it's going to take a little while to get out of it, but it's good to be able to train. So let's just say if you were in this anxiety state, you're in this nervousness all of the time, just understand that all your behavior traits are going to be associated with that because you've sit there. Now, lots of behavior traits here we can understand, like alpha energy is like emotional control, has a purpose, fear of dealing. Beta is avoiding risk, feeling trapped, constantly negative, pushovers, highly emotional, lack of decision power, physically weak, can't say no, stand your ground, seek some discomfort, right? All right, so there are some states right here. Now we're gonna get up and do something in 1 second. have a look. Here's an idea, alpha male vocabulary. This is the situation. Here's what we're going to do. What do you need? Tell me more. You can count on me. I trust you. We can do better. Thank you for your patience. Let's go here. A beta one's like, I mean, if you want to. Who here has texted a girl like that ever before? I mean, yeah, let me know if you want. If you're free, like, I mean, if you want to, right? You can hear the nice guy tendencies. You don't have to if you don't want to. Why don't you decide where we go? I don't like deciding. I'm so hopeless. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. That one's a big one for now, this generation. I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry I'm late. Where are you ever wanting to go? Like, it's just the same thing. So this is kind of like the idea. Who here has ever kind of felt like they've said these ones recently too? I know it will happen a lot. So yeah, think of it as like a bit more, alpha is a lot more masculine in terms of not the terminology that people think. Bailey, you wouldn't have known this, but we'll go back. Basically, these are more categories. Are you looking for the bathroom, Simon? Over there, back there. So alpha is masculine, beta is feminine. So it's the masculine, feminine polarity. So a lot of the time, here's the really, really cool thing if we go through here. This is what a lot of people, if you've ever been in a relationship before, and this is what a lot of people do in their relationships right now, they fuck it up. They are not in their masculine, the female is not in the feminine, the female is actually in the masculine, the male is in a feminine. Who here knows of a friend that is completely whipped by a girlfriend? Yeah, it happens. And a lot of the time what's going to happen is she's in the masculine. She makes all the decisions. How that happens is a long, complicated process. So basically, it's a thing called poison dripping. It's a thing called, demasculine polarization. I used to work at a shoe store back in the day, and before that, I used to work. I was 17. I used to work at a men's fashion, like men's suit shop, and these guys would come in, couldn't pick out a suit. I have to call a wife. I'm like, bro, that's for you. It's like, it's your suit. Just. Oh, no, I have to get her approval. They come in, the wife would slaughter him. You look like shit like this. Oh, they walk out. I'm like 17 understanding this idea. Anyways, but the funny thing was, most of the time I would get to know the guys and they would be like ex-war veterans. And like at one point they were peak masculinity, peak. And over the 40 years of just being beaten down, these little poison drips, she's the masculine, he's the feminine. She makes the decisions, he doesn't. So the idea of like him even trying to make a decision, he would have a more successful marriage, but it's been so long that he can't, right? So you get a yin and yang. Basically, it's like yin and yang. Feminine, loving, sweet, soft, submissive, polite, emotional, elegant, indirect, masculine, protective, firm but fair, hard, dominant, civil, logical, rugged, direct. It's a really, really good understanding. Again, you guys get all of this, so you can go through all of it, which is really cool. Masculine is attracted to feminine. Just understand that. Masculine is attracted to feminine. Masculine is attracted to feminine. Feminine is attracted to masculine. Now, this is regardless of gender, sexual orientation. Because I'm going to show you, masculine does not mean that you're a man, feminine does not mean you're a woman, because this is what happens. So if we go here, what the fuck does this mean? Look at this. If a guy wants to attract a particular type of girl, but he has a feminine essence about him, and she has a feminine essence, it will not align. If he has a masculine essence about him, and goes after the one particular girl that has a feminine essence, this is just like the fundamentals of attraction right now. That's what's going to happen. Now you can understand why beta male guys attract more masculine females into their life, because they aren't in a masculine, they're in a much more feminine. So if we go into the idea, if a man goes up to a woman, we're going up in the club, we're hosting events, your most beneficial thing that you can do is not only understand what type of girl this is she a masculine girl, is she a feminine girl? Because you're going to find that in Australia, one of the big problems is you're going to get a lot of masculine girls, okay? There's two things you could do. So, understand what is going to happen. Now, there's one thing, you could frame challenge, which is you're a masculine, she's a masculine, you're firm but fair, you challenge her, you can make her submit. It's kind of like in The Lion King, where there would be two things, one would submit to the other. The other way is that you identify this and you walk away really quickly, because you don't want that dynamic to happen. It's extremely important for you to stay in your masculine if you're wanting to attract a female that is feminine. I guarantee you that pretty much all of us want a feminine female. Very important. to stay in this. Now, as I said before, there will be a lot of things that a female will try to do to get you into the feminine, just the way she's wired, just the way the biology is. So under all circumstances, if you were to progress through life, masculinity, that's it. Becoming a masculine man, doing masculine things. Last week, I prepared for this thing, so I did 2 things. I picked up the tools and I did fucking 4 days of work to get here before here, because I wanted to be peak masculinity. So I dug out my whole dad's garden. I didn't also know that there would be 10 metric ton of soil to move. So I was pretty rooted, but I was like, all right, before this event, I'll get in my peak masculinity, so I'm making the right decisions. So again, after doing that, you can imagine that the girl that I'm seeing really did want to see me, very much so. Very masculine, she's very feminine, so it goes into. Your energy can be transferred onto other people, so the emotions. So I'm going to get someone up here, and the person that doesn't want to come up here, steer up.
Sure.
Yeah, steer up. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Well done. Cool. All right. This is going to look really funny because of how tall you are compared to me, but we'll get used to it. Cool. All right. So we're going to do energy is transferable. So imagine if we're at a party and I come up to you, and I'm going to come up to you 2 different ways, and I want you to tell what you're feeling when you feel that. So the first way, I'm going to come up to you, and then you're going to do it the same. We're going to try to make sure that everyone can see. Or if you want to stand, yeah, you can stand here because we'll do this one. Yeah, you stand with me right here so everyone can see. So if I'm going to come up to you at a party, and the first way is unsure, very feminine, very like not sure of myself person, and you're going to tell me what you're going to feel. So I'm like, oh, is this seat taken? Like, it's okay if it's not.
It's taken.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's the first one, right? Second one will be like, hey, man, how's it going? Good, man. Is this seat taken by any chance?
No, that's right.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So there's 2 different ways right there. What was the first one you felt?
Not sure, undecisive.
Mm-hmm. What did you feel personally when someone was like not sure of what they're talking about?
Not comfortable.
Okay.
And I would just like.
In what ways were you not comfortable?
That you were taking my energy away.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
I was trying to like take something from you.
Take something from me.
And what was the second one? What did you feel?
That you actually bring the energy.
Okay, cool.
Even like you weren't trying to make the connection, but you were like coming with the energy, which I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, clear.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
You're going to do the same to me.
Yeah, no problem.
You can make it a party that we're at the punch bowl, and we're just you're going to ask me what my favorite drink is. You know, what's the best drink here? Okay. The first one, you're going to do it really like shy and nervous, and I'm going to be here. I'm going to be pretending. Oh yeah, that looks good over there. Oh yeah, I'll fucking get that. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. That rock star looks pretty good over there. I don't know. I'm fucking like.
I'm gonna try. I'm sorry.
Huh? What?
I'm sorry.
What did you do?
Punch drink. Can I take some?
Yeah, you can take anything you want, man.
You fine with that?
It's not my party, man. Yeah, do whatever you want.
Okay.
Are you having a good night?
Yeah, it's good. So.
Okay.
What's your name?
Fabio.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, cool. Well done. Now a lot more confident. Next one, more confidently. Going to be doing the same thing, and you'll be able to do a bit more, energy and really try to contrast that one.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Awesome.
You do your own thing.
I will, man. I will do my thing. He's already telling me what to do. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, he's already in there. He's like in character. Yeah, I think, no, yeah. How much is it? Oh, yeah. Don't know.
Man, sorry, I just
Hang on.
didn't drink.
Oh, are you?
If you demand.
Yeah, of course, man. Go for your life.
What's this, by the way? It's like, look red. It's just like.
I don't know what it is. Hopefully, no one's pissed in it.
Oh, yeah, I hope so.
That would be pretty bad.
It's just like, you would be disgusting. No, it's right.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well done. Okay. There's two big things. First one, yeah, very much. I like the sideways walk. That was fucking weird as shit, man. That was so weird. I'm like, I'm creeped the fuck out. I'm like, holy shit, Pennywise has come from the drain. Anyways, and then what did you notice, the two different things? Like the first one, unsure, the second one, more sure. What did you feel? What's the difference?
Well, with the first one, I definitely felt that I'm doing the wrong thing.
Okay, the wrong thing.
But that's what I felt.
Uh-huh.
Whereas with the second one, I was just like, well, yeah, I'm here, but let's do my thing. And if I meet, for example, you in a way, I would make a small talk.
Okay, cool. Well done. Yeah, the first one was very, very unsure. I didn't know if you were coming to steal me away like a child or like, you know, the second one was a lot more, you know, commanding in this. Cool. Now we're going to do another one. Who wants to come up? Okay, now this one, now we're going to do a different one where you are going to do the similar concept, but I'm going to be a girl now.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to do it as awkwardly and fucking weirdly as possible. And then you're going to do it a bit more smooth, charismatic, okay? So awkwardness first. I'm going to be on my phone or something, like on my phone, and you're just going to come up and ask me for my name and, you know, just a few different questions like, you know, I saw you over there, I thought you were cute, I want to say hi. Okay, cool. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, excuse me. I just saw you from over there and I thought you were so gorgeous.
Oh, okay, thanks.
What is your name?
Sophia,
Sophia? I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet
Okay. Can I buy you a drink or something?
We're at a
If
park.
you want.
We're at a park.
Later on tonight, if you want.
No, I think I'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
See ya.
Cool. Good. That was good. That was good. I like that one. That was nice. All right. So this one, same sort of thing. Now I want you to contrast. I want to contrast the way you speak, the way you act. You're a different person right now, right? So as if you're like the most confident man in the world. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, as if that would do that. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, excuse me. I just saw you from over there and I thought that dress looked amazing on you.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. What are you up to today?
Not much. Just texting my mum right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
is.
very exciting.
I like that. That was good. That was good. Well done. Well done. All right, have a sit down. Good stuff, man. That was good. First one again. Yeah, very fucking creepy. Liked it. So we have to understand. Very creepy. Huh? I liked it. Yeah, very creepy. Thank you. No, second one was a lot better. Was very much more cool. So one of the big understanding is that when you are that first character, you are very much insecure. You project those onto other people. Even when you are seeing that girl that's a 7 out of 10, the nerves get to you. And when the nerves get to you, you're transferring that. So what are the ways that we can go back into when it gets back into the energy transference? How can we change our state? Doing things a little bit differently, trying to project a different idea of who we are, as well as, again, talk ourselves up from the emotion that we're currently in. Cool. All right, now we're into the good part. Well done, well done. You got through the energy section, which is the fundamental section. Done.